Do you use any leisure facilities in
No,
Porthcawl?
there's none here.
There isn't any here?
No.
None at all?
No.
Right. So we've got to put you down as a no.
Yeah.
Do you shop in Porthcawl when you're here today?
Sometimes.
Yeah, alright, we'll put you down as a yes. Would you recommend your family and friends?
No.
Oh.
Nothing here.
How do you feel that Porthcawl could be improved?
What's it called? Well, like a swimming pool or some leisure centre or something
Leisure?
like that.
Yeah?
You know, you don't see anyone, you don't hardly ever see policemen around the place. You know, and when you do, you see people dropping stuff and they don't say anything to that.
So police presence?
Yes.
So we'll go straight to question number 8. What leisure facilities would you like to see in
Swimming
Porthcawl? You would like a swimming pool?
Yes. The thing is, people my age now need to sort of keep fit. You can't do a lot of, you know, exercise, and the best thing is swimming. And you know, there's nowhere really that you can go. I've tried to go into the camp down there, and you can't get in because of the children and everything like that. So,
Okay,
you know,
so that's Splashland in
that's
Treco.
right, yes.
Okay.
How did you hear about Porthcawl?
On the internet, I was just looking for places in Wales to come on holiday.
Yeah.
And I just, you know, it's come up and I like the things about it, and it's a nice little place.
So, you say you've been here 3 times, and how long a time is that, so?
I came twice last year and now.
So there's something obviously that's bringing you back to Porthcawl, yeah?
Yeah, it's a beautiful place.
Yeah?
Yeah, I find the people quite pleasant. You know what I mean? They're just a lovely place.
Yeah. So do you use any of the leisure facilities here?
Not really, no.
Do you know of any leisure facilities
I don't,
here?
I'll be honest with you. No.
Okay. So how do you find the shopping in Porthcawl?
Okay,
Yeah.
they're nice close together,
Yeah.
not too far apart.
Yeah.
I think you've got everything really you need.
So would you recommend would you recommend Porthcawl to your family and friends?
Oh yeah, yeah.
So how do you feel that Porthcawl could be improved?
Well, I mean, from not being from here, I don't really know much about it, so I don't know, I'll be honest with you.
So as a tourist destination, obviously you've been to other tourist destinations, and what do you think that this hasn't got, which others have got, or vice versa, really?
I don't know, to be honest with you. I just like the way it's, you know, Porthcawl is set out.
Yeah.
The amenities are, you know, very close by. You've got a nice beach, you've got a little fun fair. It's just something that, you know, for kids as well, it's ideal for them.
Shops down there, because they're just falling to bits.
The what?
Because new road.
Oh yeah.
Considering it was a thriving part of town, it is a
dead
derelict now.
Like I say, it's still Sandy Bay, it's dead.
Oh yeah, it's dead, there's no road.
They can do that. Put camper vans on it.
You sure you don't read our page?
Oh, he does.
No, it's empty. It's not doing. Look at the capital we have lost since they closed it down. They could have put camper vans on it or something instead of wasting it.
True, that's true.
Have you
tell
heard
them,
of
dude.
Porthcawl First?
Yes. Yes, Steve.
Are you a member?
No, Steve.
Why?
Do you use any leisure facilities in Porthcawl?
There isn't any.
Yeah, I told her to see.
Definitely, it's ruined New Road. Taken away. New Road was a really busy shopping area.
So what leisure facilities would you like to
Well,
see?
certainly a pool, and that's the only other one that I would use. I actually go
Everybody.
to Cowbridge every week for dance classes because there's
A long way.
Yeah, but there aren't anywhere all of them in Porthcawl, so
So what's your views on the progress of Porthcall's regeneration?
I think it seems to be going backwards.
You could actually improve the town.
Well, I'd like to see a few more booths along the front.
Few more kiosks,
Yes.
yeah?
Along the front there, and places where people can sit out of the rain. You know, we need some sort of covered area.
Covered area.
Yes. The piccolo bar up there now is excellent, where they put that glass frontage on it. You know, people can go in out of the rain and you know, sit down.
Yeah, that's lovely. Okay then, have you heard of Porthcawl First before?
Yes.
You have. Are you a member of the group?
No.
No.
How can Porthcawl be improved?
Right.
Let the Porthcawl Council run it instead of the bloody Regent.
It probably would have been improved if back-up plans had passed.
Yes. Go back to the macro plans.
Better parking monitoring. I wonder why Porthcawl's actually got W lines.
Yeah. Have you heard of Porthcawl First? No.
What was that?
It's a pressure group to bring forward regeneration in Porthcawl. No? So you're not a member then? Do you use any leisure facilities in Porthcawl?
No.
That could be...
No, I go to Bridgend.
You go to Bridgend?
Yeah.
They're going to do that. Is there doing that?
I can't think of anything really. A sports centre?
A chocolate swimming pool.
Yeah. So it would be nice. Is the swimming pools used to have on the front made of concrete? They were great.
Outdoor swimming pools.
Yeah, oh, they're fantastic. Yeah. So, you finished with me now?
That's well. How do you think Porthcawl could be improved?
Better roads. How can we improve Porthcawl? But it's a really good idea for putting a roof over John Street and making it all pedestrianised without cars ever pumping down it. And then bringing in lots of niche shops. Small, a bit like Home and Clothing, like a few other ones. And making it a bit more like Cowbridge. That'd be a nice idea, wouldn't it? Maybe a few more cafes in John Street rather than on the front. Quite different.
Number 9. Your views on the current regeneration progress?
What regeneration progress? Looking at the harbour, looking at the plan that they've got for it, the sort of generated photo of it is going to be nothing like what it's going to be by the look of it, because they've got a big flat area for people where it's supposed to be sitting down, where you've got that step area. So unless they're going to take the road away and level it all off, I can't see how they're going to put that plan in operation.
How often do you come to Porthcawl?
Well, I live here, so...
So...
Oh, into town, you mean?
Yeah.
Weekly.
Weekly.
Yeah.
So, is this your first... No, it's not.
No. Leisure facilities, not really. What is there to do in Porthcawl?
None.
No.
Do you shop in Porthcawl?
Sometimes. So,
Yes,
yeah.
yes. Would you recommend to your family and friends Porthcawl?
Yeah, I've got visitors coming today, and I was just thinking we're going to walk uptown now. It's going
How
to be
do
lovely.
you
They'll be
feel
delighted.
that Porthcawl could be improved?
Oh well, obviously we go back to the swimming pool. We need people making sure there's no litter around the place, no dog's mess.
Pool.
You know, pool, litter. Litter.
The speed humps,
like
boarded up shops.
I don't mind the speed bumps because that stops the traffic. We live on New Road down the bottom end, and that actually stops the speed, and we get speeding through there now because what they do, they just speed up in between the speed bumps.
Right.
If we didn't have them at all, they'd be running through, going through at sort of stupid speed.
Looking from your grandkids' perspective, obviously coming into town, you've limited in where you can take them.
Yeah. Especially in inclement weather.
Rainy
That's right,
days
yes,
or
that's
something
right,
like that.
yes.
So what would you normally do? Would you have to take them out of Porthcawl then to go somewhere?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay.
We normally take them to Swansea Leisure Centre, because it's indoors there, they can enjoy themselves and that's it.
Well, all the views we're collating, and we're going to be making a presentation to Bridgend. And as I say, it seems to be a recurring theme of what people are actually asking for.
Well, the thing is, everyone you speak to have got the same views.
It has, yeah.
But nothing is being done about it.
Yeah. So you'd like to see something happening a lot quicker than what it is at the moment.
Exactly.
Well, thank you for your time, sir. We've got your answers now. We'll collate those, and thank you for coming along. Thank you very much.
So do you shop in Porthcawl?
Yes.
Yes, you do. Would you recommend Porthcawl to your friends and family?
For what type of shopping?
Well, for anything, would you recommend Porthcawl? What would you recommend Porthcawl for then, if I rephrase it?
Charity shops.
Charity shops.
I know.
Okay.
It's good for the jewellery shops as well. They've got more individual shops here.
Okay, so more individual shops, yeah?
Yeah, and maybe coffee and cake.
Yeah.
Good shops there.
Coffee and cake. So you would recommend, that's good. So how do you feel Porthcawl could be improved?
Just have more, I think, with the leisure there isn't much really.
More leisure facilities, yeah?
Yeah, there isn't much really that you can do.
Porthcawl Hotel.
Yeah.
Okay.
It'll be the same, only tidier.
Do you think they should have gone further in terms of the proposed marina? In terms of what they're doing
yes,
there already?
It's always struck me that the road up around Porthcawl East and that's a complete waste of a road. If you want to go from one end to the other, then you can very easily go on the dual carriageway. No, it's not a dual carriageway, is it?
It's a portway.
Yeah. That road's perfectly adequate. The other road could be turned into a proper car park, where you've got a narrower road, take away some of the prom park, narrow that a bit, take the flower beds away, the grass areas away. There could be parking on that road straight in, both sides.
Right.
At the top, you need a turning area so you can come back down to get out, because it's going to be a dead end. Where the pier is, where the harbour is then, that could be extended into the salted car park a little, like it used to be, only obviously the extent they do it to depends on the demand for berths.
Right.
And in other time of recession, less people have boats, I suppose, I don't know.
Yeah.
But
so the regeneration progress, you think, is slow?
Oh, extremely slow, yeah.
Extremely slow. How long have you been waiting for something to happen?
Well, it's been talked about for years and years and years. I don't suppose you've seen much change in my lifetime now. But yeah, it could be so much. It's very popular with young people. There's a lot of pubs and things on the front, which a lot of young people like. I would stop the pubs using the pavement space outside as their drinking area, confine them with a fence. Not that there's ever any problems as far as I'm aware of. It's just it's a bit disoriented. If you walk that side of the road, there's people all in the way. So I think that's a very minor thing.
I mean, the prom area actually over recent years is become quite a nice little place now. So a bit more of that all the way along, then extend it all the way around. Yeah. Well, thanks very much for your time. And so we're going to put all these views together, and it's nice to see people from the outskirts, and there's so much passion for the outskirts.
I think I'd feel the same if I did live like my stag or something.
And someone was like that in there.
Because there's somewhere to go.
Yeah. Oh, well, thank you for your time, sir.
So what leisure facilities would you like to see?
More gym classes, I think.
Yeah, more exercise classes.
More exercise classes.
Yeah.
You look pretty fit, the pair of you, so I don't know why you would need any more exercise classes.
Yeah, we go to Bridgend, that's why.
Ah, you go to Bridgend, yeah? There's not enough facilities in Porthcawl.
No.
Okay then, we'll move on to number 9. Number 10. If I gave you £50,000 from the town council, what would you go and spend it on in order to help the town?
I would hire a team of cleaners, firstly, to clean up the beaches every morning. I would also get the chewing gum off the streets. It sounds very little, but it's appalling.
Yeah.
That might well cover the 50 grand.
So recently, I don't know whether you've noticed in John Street, they have had the bubble gum machine
Yes,
out.
but
So
I walk my dog along Green Avenue, places like that. It's awful where the kids are coming from school, really.
So basically, you'd like to see chewing gum free, dog mess free, basically a general clean-up.
And I want more dog bins, because I clean up after my dog, and I'm walking around town like this with 2 bags, one each side. Okay. I want more.
So, how do you feel that Porthcawl could be improved?
Well, all the wasteland or the campsite, that could be sorted out. Swimming pool.
Wasteland at campsite.
That's
come up a couple of
now.
times.
Yeah.
Yes. Plus swimming pool.
Yeah.
Just more leisure facilities is the main one for me.
Yeah, so that's your number 1 priority.
Yeah.
Because we haven't got that.
Like a recreation centre and things like that. Because the thing is, we've got to go elsewhere.
Okay.
But there's just so much litter and rubbish around. I know that half of that is the people that are actually using Porthcawl.
Yeah.
You know, it's not all lack of facilities, but maybe if there were more bins around, because I hate litter.
Generation to date, what's your thoughts? Is it slow, fast?
Nobody knows what's going on.
Nobody knows what's going on.
I think the public should be better informed.
Okay,
I mean, I understand Tesco pulled out. What's going there instead?
What would you like to see there?
A leisure centre,
A leisure
obviously.
centre.
If you had control of £50,000 of Porthcawl Town Council money, how would you spend it?
I was spending it on tidying the place up, making it look less tatty. liquor paint, flowers,
Did you write that?
that sort of thing. Yes, cleaning up the dog mess on that sort of thing. Make your seafront look really quite wow as you arrive.
It's a gem
Yeah.
in BCBC's crown.
Yeah.
So what's wrong with it?
What's wrong with it?
What's
Well,
lacking?
Plenty of things.
Like
Amenities for kids.
amenities, yeah.
Yeah.
What sort?
Well, whatever. Leisure centres, all
Ah,
that.
and
No, we
what would
won't even go there.
what would
Swimming pool, yeah.
What would we
We've had it
find
all.
in a
We've
leisure
had-
centre?
Yeah.
So a
Everything.
swimming pool.
Well, whatever.
It's the
I mean,
reoccurring theme.
you know, you look at Blind Arrow, they smashed one down
Yeah.
because it wasn't being used and then built a new one. What was the point of that then? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's other people's money, isn't it?
Yeah.
They don't
So,
care.
I mean, this place just needs uplifting, doesn't it? I mean, look at the town. All this needs redoing.
Yeah.
You know, if it had been put down tidy in the first place, it wouldn't be sinking and people falling all over, drains lifting and that. You know what I mean?
So, do you visit the town to shop, or what do you visit the town
I
for?
mainly visit just to see friends and things and to
Yeah.
just enjoy time with my friends.
Yeah.
Well, I go to the co-op just down the road.
Okay.
Get stuff.
And what do you find the
outside.
prices are like in the co-op?
They're okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you seem to find everything that you want in there? Would you like to see a bigger supermarket like Tesco's or Asda
Yeah,
in town?
definitely.
Yeah?
I think it'd do. It'd be really good for Porthcawl to have something.
Yeah.
Big like that.
And do you think that that would actually take away from the shops in town, or do you think that it would bring more people into the town?
I think it'd bring more people into the town, and then it would encourage them to come and shop in the shops in the main town itself. So I think it'd be really good.
I think some might be put out of business, like the cosmetics and stuff. Like
You want to
Tesco's
ask?
have got a bigger range, so
Okay.
that might be put out of business as well.
Okay. And do you know when you walk down John Street, do you see that there's a good choice of shops, or would you say that they're more charity shops or hairdressers, or what did you see?
I think there's quite a lot of charity shops, and there's a lot of jewellery shops as well.
Yeah.
So I think we do need just something a bit more than that. Just really.
There's a lot of charity shops.
Okay.
So,
Okay. Would you recommend Porthcawl to your friends and family?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yes.
And what would you actually say? Why would you encourage them to come to Porthcawl?
On a nice day, it's nice to come down the beach and go.
It's just lovely being on the beach, going to the ice cream shops on the seafront and things. So
Yeah.
simply.
And would you recommend your family and friends to come here?
My family and friends do come here.
Right.
But to see me, really, not because of what's on offer here.
Okay. How do you feel that Porthcawl could be improved?
Well, it's that we have the worst current in the Bristol Channel, and to me, I think it's criminal that children are not being taught to swim.
Right.
And I think they should have a municipal pool.
Swimming pool?
Got to have a swimming pool.
Got to have a swimming pool.
Yeah.
And wet weather facilities, you said? Yes.
Yes.
So something you can use in the rain.
They need it for the children. When they come down in the rain, they need something to do, don't they?
Yes.
They've got to have something to do.
Right then. Okay, anything else?
No.
Lovely.
Tell them
Thank
they
you
need to
very-
clean the dog shit up too.
Clean the dog shit up, right.
Tell them to clean it up after them because it's disgusting. That's disgusting.
What's that? The dog shit.
That won't be on film.
Oh God,
The
for
doggy
that.
poo. The doggy poo. Let's look in the camera and say doggy poo.
Doggy poo.
Thank you, my lovely.
They'll all love me now.
Have you heard of Porthcawl First?
I have indeed.
Okay then. Are you a member?
I'm not.
Do you use any of our leisure facilities in Porthcawl?
What leisure facilities?
Well, the pavilion.
Oh yes.
Let's pump you on that one. What leisure facilities would you like to see?
I would like to see wet weather facilities.
Is that for all ages?
All ages, yes. I'd like to see an OAP facilities.
Can I take a few minutes of time? Yes.
And as I say, I'd like to see the council working together, not pulling apart.
And you mean in the town council in
The town
Bridgend?
council, I think,
Or-
and I have said this all my life, that BCB has raped Porthcawl for their money all their life.
All their life?
All their life.
What, all the way since 1974?
My husband and I used to own the Atlantic Hotel, as you know, and 25 years ago we went to a tourism meeting. I think it was hosted by David Sage. He was a junior then, and we said about parking on the seafront where they should have meters. And they said they couldn't put the meters in because there was no electric. So my husband Bob and I said, well, what are those things, tall things with a light at the end? I said, why can't they be fitted into them? And we were told to be quiet.
So you were suppressed?
I was suppressed 25 years ago. And we've been campaigning for that ever since. There is absolutely nowhere in South Wales that you would have car parking facilities that we have on the prom for no money at all. You know, I'm not against people coming to Porthcawl. I love people coming to Porthcawl, but they bring their fish and chips onto the prom, they bring their flasks on the prom, they bring nothing into Porthcawl apart from buying fish and chips.
Okay, now.
So as it's supposed to be the jewel of the Seven Seas, which it once was, it's not anymore, and I think the fairground should also be either updated or get rid of and put something else there apart from houses and flats, which we do not need. Because at the end of the day, how are we going to have more doctors? How are we going to have more schools? How are we going to have more parking?
Okay. And your general opinion on Salt Lake?
My general opinion on Salt Lake, it should never have been closed. We've had 12 years of lost revenue, and that was done without the Porthcawl permission, people of Porthcawl.
Sandy Bay.
Sandy Bay, it was taken out of Porthcawl. And we've lost all that revenue for all these years.
Okay. How do you feel Porthcawl could be improved?
I think there should be a bit more for sort of us teenagers to like do around here. So like, I know like we've got the cadets and the skate bowl, but like there's not much else we can really do.
Yeah? And what would you suggest?
Maybe like a leisure centre or something.
Okay. So what sort of leisure facilities? You're saying a leisure centre with a swimming pool?
Yeah, swimming pool.
Yeah, swimming pool.
A gym.
Yeah, come on, come on.
Sports hall.
Do you use I mean, there is a swimming pool in Treacle Bay, but do you actually use that?
Yeah, I go down there
I
sometimes.
don't. No.
Why not?
It's just, I just find it too small. I just sometimes just want to go swimming and go to a proper swimming pool more than just a play pool.
Okay. So, what are your views on Porthcawl's regeneration?
Well, with the harbour, it'll be good, you know, for the
Yeah.
it'll make it look nicer. But I think like they could sort of make it into like a marina, if you know what I'm saying. So they could do something like Cardiff Bay or Swansea, but on a much smaller scale.
Okay. I think they are doing something like that, but obviously it's on a much smaller scale. Okay, are you from Porthcawl, Tim?
Yes, I am. Yeah.
Okay, you're from Porthcawl. How often do you visit the town?
Well, I'm living in Cardiff at the minute, so every weekend, really.
Weekend, yeah. Okay, and for what reasons do you visit the town?
See my family and just to see Porthcawl.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So do you shop in town?
I'd say, well, I go in like Home and Colonial, and I don't really go in that too many of the little shops, to be honest. But yeah, I suppose.
Yeah. And do you use any of Porthcawl's leisure facilities?
I play football at Locks Lane, so yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. Okay. So would you recommend Porthcawl to your family and friends?
Just for the beaches, really.
Yeah. So you wouldn't say it's a great shopping day out?
No, not really. I'd send them to the beach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. How would you feel Porthcawl could be improved?
On the whole, or in the town?
Well, on the whole, really.
I do think, as I've seen, I do think the leisure facilities need to be improved.
Yeah.
In terms of, like, there's no community leisure centre for anyone to use. Like, obviously, there's one at the school, but it's not for public use, really. I'd say actually leisure centre is massive. It'd be massive for Porthcawl. I think is it the only town in the borough that doesn't have one?
Probably.
Yeah.
Leisure facilities. We've got freshwater pool. What other facilities would you
Well,
like
I
to see?
see so many families in the summer here,
Yeah.
and they're soaking wet, trailing through town,
Right.
and there's nowhere for them to go.
So there's no wet
I
weather
think the
facility.
pavilion should be opened up.
Yeah.
Have a DJ in there, have something that.
So something like a youth disco in the pavilion.
Well, not only youth, something the parents can
Yeah.
go and listen to music, have a Coke, a coffee,
Yeah.
Not just in the cafe bar, but in the pavilion. They can get up and have a little dance.
Okay, I'm liking the views coming here now. So the kids now tipping it down with rain. You're trudging down John Street.
Pathetic. I feel like saying, "Oh, come home with me, love."
The only toilet available, like they were saying about all the fishermen up on the end and all that,
Yeah.
or the lighthouse where it stinks and everything. The only toilet available to them is on the side of Jenny's building, which is a walk-in toilet.
Yeah.
It's not a sit-down one. You can't actually go to the toilet if you wanted
So-
to. You can only urinate in it,
Yeah.
right? So, you know...
So it's no good for me
something-
then?
Well, no. It's not even the ladies. The
Oh.
nearest ones for you are in the pavilion. And what time do they open and close?
Well,
When you're there at 8, 9 o'clock in the
How
night,
could
2 o'clock
I-
in the
yeah.
morning, 3 o'clock in the morning fishing, so, you know,
yeah.
that's the thing. They on
So
about
it's a
use
big
the
problem,
toilet.
is it, here in Porthcawl?
Well, and I'll be
Would you
funny,
say?
I've been an angler for years up there, right? And if I've ever wanted to just urinate, I've gone over the side. I don't pee when I'm standing, you know.
No. Yeah.
Yes, but at the end of the...
So why? Why is it so
But I-
smelly up there?
Because people pee where they're standing. Because they, you know,
But isn't that down to
yeah,
the
they're all up
culture
there
of
drinking and all that,
the
but they can't.
fishermen?
They're not fishermen. They're danglers.
If you want 50 grand of Porthcawl Town Council money, how would you spend it on Porthcawl? Where would you spend it on?
But I spend it on something for the old people and something for the children, and like you said, on the...
So you'd split between the old and young
Yeah.
on sports facilities?
Yes, that's right, yeah.
Right, that's great. Yes, that's great. Right, and what leisure facilities would you like to see?
Well, you know, is there a swimming pool in the leisure centre? Oh, well, there we are. Oh, well, there we are. I knew there was something missing. A leisure centre. I mean, you've got Pyle, which isn't far, but I was there yesterday, as it happens, in the pool. The jacuzzi's very small. I was glad I was on my own.
It is the Porthcawl swimming pool. It's our money paid for it.
All right, okay.
Unfortunately, it went up to
It's a Pyle. Oh, there we are. Right, okay. Well, yeah, definitely a pool. I mean, I would come more often if there was a pool. And I think it should be geared towards disabled people so that it's accessible.
Anything.
Yeah, public building, I understand that, yeah.
I would come more often.
If there was a leisure centre with a swimming pool, that's my big draw, yeah. I mean, there is Splashland, isn't there? But I know that's kind of in the Treco caravan area, isn't it? Yeah. It's small though, isn't it? Well, relatively, given the captive audience, because the caravan park alone would fill Splashland. Yeah, so for the ordinary man and woman in the street, something like a leisure centre is more adequate, isn't it?
How do you view Porthcawl's focus on Porthcawl's regeneration?
Well, I like it here, so I can't be negative. 'Cause I don't know what it was like before because I lived in Manchester, so I don't know. You know, I'm just as getting a clip all over, as they say.
So do you like walking or?
Walking, yeah, we walk a lot.
You've got plenty of
but
benches.
I find I find the town to the seaside is too far.
In Barry?
Ah, she means
Yeah.
Barry now,
Yeah,
don't you?
yeah. So you think you like the proximity to
Yeah,
the
that's
sea?
Well, yeah, because you're in the town and
Yeah.
it's only just
Yeah.
round there and
Yeah.
you're on the...
So your general impression then over the years is the fact that you've seen the town decline quite a bit.
There's a little bit, haven't you?
But you'd like to see a bit more money spent?
Yeah.
Well, I think
so.
I think, like I said, we used to go in there and have a cheap meal. They haven't got no cheap meals anywhere.
Right. So somebody more value in terms
Yeah, more value for money.
of like a meal and a coffee for $4.99
You know, you haven't got no
or something.
burgers or anything
can't
like
now.
that, have you?
Right. Okay then.
Yeah.
So we need
Everywhere you got burgers, but you haven't here,
We're
have
going to be
you?
on telly with this, you know. What program is this on?
We're just doing we'd like to get views of everybody that coming into the town.
What's this
it's-
going to be on like?
Oh, we're going to present this to Bridgend to see what to tell them.
Oh, you won't be on the telly.
Visitors are
Ah, you
saying
won't
to
be-
us.
you won't be on the telly, will you?
So you can keep coming back to Porthcawl.
Oh yeah, we love it down here.
Yeah, it's
We
a
like
nice
it,
place,
really,
isn't it?
yeah.
And very nice to
Because,
meet you both.
like you say, you're in the town now. You only got to go around there. And you're on the beach.
You're on the
like
beach,
Barry,
yeah.
we got to walk about 1.25 miles from our house.
Yeah.
So actually,
It's better here, really.
It's better on
Obviously,
there,
we got to drive, but
yeah.
it's a day out, isn't it?
Yeah, well, nice to meet you both, and thanks for answering the questions. Take care.
Thank you.
Can you do the singles channel?
Yeah. Now this This young lady is available, desperately free, looking to start off a singles club in Porthcawl. Any gentleman, no preference, 2 arms, 2 legs, just the 1 head, will be gratefully appreciated, and it's a lovely cooked breakfast in the morning. I can't do better than that.
6 o'clock news.
Do you want to...
Sir, can I take 2 minutes of your time? Please. Not on camera. Oh, that's what we're
would you
trying
like
to
to
get.
fill in one of our polls?
Can I take a couple of minutes of your time, please? We're doing a survey on Porthcawl.
Yes.
Do you live in Porthcawl?
I do, yes.
Are you a member of Porthcawl First?
What's that? No.
No?
No, what's that?
You've not heard of it yet? I
No,
will give
no.
you a leaflet on the way. Do you use any of the leisure facilities in Porthcawl? Was that...
What leisure? Treacle Bay.
What leisure facilities? I think
Yes.
there's the polite...
Yes. Why not?
How do you think Porthcawl could be improved?
Well, with more leisure facilities, I think.
And what kind of thing would you like to see?
Swimming pool.
Strange, it has come up once or twice.
Yes, well, we should have had one about 40 years ago, and it never materialised.
So we've waited 40 years.
At least.
Do you think we might have to wait another 40?
Yeah.
And what kind of things would you like to see as well as a swimming pool?
I think I'd like to see less of all these charity shops and more shops. This is why we go off to these out-of-town places. And I'd like to see free parking, an hour's free parking for people who live, for residents.
And finally, what do you think of the progress of Porthcawl's regeneration?
I think it's coming on, you know, it looks a lot nicer than it used to.
Yeah, I'm going to go in the car now. Let me just give a call back when I know, yeah?
Excellent.
So what's his first?
Are you on the internet?
Yes.
Well, please have a look at us. You'll find that there's a lot of people, about 1,500 of them, gathered in one place, and that's Porthcawl First. I'll just get you a leaflet, and that will, I think, put you amongst like-minded people.
Yeah.
So you think Aberavon has done far better than Porthcawl?
It's lovely. I was amazed yesterday when I went there, the difference, and it's all the railings on the seafront. They're all the sort of new weatherproofing stuff, so they don't rust, and they're maintenance free. Lovely, lovely seats. You know.
What kind of thing? How do you think we could do that in Porthcawl?
Well, I think they're going to have to put, you know, at the moment they've got those tatty old wooden seats on the seafront. They want to have a look at these and have a up on them and see where they came from and put them there, because they're low maintenance, they're hooligan proof and whatnot, and they look really, really nice. And I would say, it's the first time I've been there. Actually, I've got some family down from Sussex, and we walked along there, and they were very impressed. You know, and
were they equally impressed with Porthcawl?
well, they've been here a couple of times, and they live at. I used to live in Eastbourne. Have you ever been to Eastbourne?
Yes.
We've got a lovely, lovely seafront along there and whatnot. And there's no way you could have it like. But you know, maybe they'll find somewhere to put more plants on it or gardens. I know you get the wind coming in and whatnot, but Eastbourne gets it just as badly.
Yep.
And they manage to maintain sort of trees and shrubs and that along there, and just to brighten the seafront up a bit and make the people want to walk along there. And the other problem here is the bloody dog spill.
Dog mess has come up quite frequently, yes.
I mean, around where I live is a nightmare, you know. Absolute nightmare.
And which ones? This is where Woodland Avenue.
Yeah, well, around the side streets, they're burning and
Yep.
whatnot. It's a nightmare, and I mean, unfortunately, you just can't get people to do it. You know, they come early in the morning, and you walk out there, and the trouble is, you get mothers with their pushchairs going along there and wanting to
spreading
it around and whatnot, and it's dreadful. And I think they want some dog warden or something like that to be hanging about there quietly and grab one or two of them.
I think you'll find that we are increasing.
And then they want to
dog
put it in the paper that so and so's been fined £100.
publicly humiliate them.
Well, it concentrate the mind of it, then,
Yes.
and maybe they will pick it up.
Give us something that they haven't got in
It could be
Bridgend.
competition.
So we'd like to have something that nobody else has got to attract people to come in.
Yeah.
Well, as far as Bridgend has got all the big shops, haven't they? Tesco's have, I think, too much.
Right. So if we did have a small supermarket of some description,
Yeah,
what would you like it to be?
I wouldn't
take your
mind.
pick. You've got plenty to choose from.
I wouldn't mind Tesco.
You wouldn't mind the Tesco's? Would you like to see?
I wouldn't
like,
have want Tesco's.
No,
No,
no.
definitely not.
Do you think it would have a detriment on the town?
And Morrison's,
Morrison.
that's it.
So you came here in the 50s. I
Yeah.
was a 3-year-old back in 1971. So we sort of joined the journey at different stages together.
Yeah,
And,
I came over from Ireland in 51.
1951.
And the town was worth living in. Porthcawl had everything.
Yeah.
Since then,
It's just
gone downhill, no money being spent. Money's been spent in the valleys. And if you go to Bridgend, there's always something being done. Roads are up, traffic lights. Porthcawl, at last they've come to do the harbour, at last.
But you think it's too late?
Well, no, not
it's
that
nice
it's
to
too
see.
late. It's nice to see. It's nice to see something being done for Porthcawl.
And you want to see more of that?
Oh yeah, more of that. Yeah.
People come here, they got the caravan side. They come here, and when it rains, what can they do? They got to stay in their caravans, and that's their holidays for the year, you know.
So it's they haven't got too much to look forward to if it's raining.
There's a swimming pool down there, but that is not ours.
So plenty of things we need to put onto the agenda.
Yeah.
And some more money to be spent.
Money to be spent. Yeah. Not up
We
the
pay
valleys.
enough.
Yeah.
We pay very high council tax.
Yeah.
Where's it going? We're not having any.
So do you know when you actually stay here? Are you staying over in Treacle Bay, or are you?
I'm in Treacle Bay on the Park Dean Caravan Park.
On the Park Dean Caravan Park. And how do you find that facility?
Very good.
Very good?
Very good, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, they've got loads of stuff for kids, adults, you know, it's just...
And they've got indoor facilities if it's raining as well?
Yeah, yeah.
So if it is pouring down with the rain, you can
Not
go
a problem, you've got everything there.
Yeah, exactly.
So-
So I mean, and can you see a big difference then from what Treacle Bay has and to what the town has? Or wouldn't you distinguish the two?
I don't think I'd distinguish the two, to be honest with you.
No?
Like I say, we're not coming from here. It's hard to say, give my opinion.
Yeah.
I just...
Well, no, we're looking for people's opinion who are not from here as well,
Yeah.
because you as a tourist, as somebody who's actually decided to come and spend your holiday money here,
Yeah.
your holiday in Porthcawl, and this is what we're looking at to get really, because I mean you could have actually gone to Spain,
Could have gone
to
anywhere.
wherever. You could have
Yeah.
gone anywhere. So I mean, what is the underlying decision that made you choose to come to Porthcawl for your holiday?
Facilities for kids. We've got plenty, especially on the Park Dean, everything for kids. To be honest with you, I just love the place. And if I would actually move here. That's how much I quite like it.
That's good to hear, and that's great. I mean, we're actually a residents group called Porthcawl First, and we're just trying to gauge support in the town for our regeneration. I don't know if you've seen the harbour that's being regenerated.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been waiting in Porthcawl for regeneration for the past 25 years, and now finally it seems to be happening, and hopefully it's going to move forward quickly. Okay, that's great, Martin. Lovely to meet you, and
you.
thank you for coming and spending your money in Porthcawl.
Not a problem.
And I'm glad to hear that you like the people.
I do like the place. You know what I mean? Everybody's quite friendly. You know what I mean? It's clean, tidy. So
You should move here. You should even run for council, mate.
Oh, I wish.
Thanks very much. Have a lovely day.
Like Porthcawl now, it's like it's not. It's gonna the harbour's gonna look nice, but then the rest of Porthcawl's gonna look a bit grotty.
Grotty. Good word. If you had £50,000 of Porthcawl Town Council money What would you spend it on in Porthcawl?
A new scooter.
A new scooter? No, this isn't for you, it's for the town. What would you spend it on in the town?
Another skate park.
Another skate park, yeah.
More facilities for everybody to use.
Did you have any in mind?
Swimming pool.
Swimming pool. Unfortunately, the 50,000 won't cover a swimming pool, but it'll certainly cover, what did you mention before? Benches?
Benches, yeah.
For the skate park and
You
toilets.
need them up the pier as well.
Toilets, yeah. That's very
Nice
good.
up there. And it smells a bit too.
Toilets. Oh, that's excellent. Well, thank you very much for your help. Thank you.
Thank you.
Would you recommend Porthcawl to your friends and family?
Yes, particularly during the Elvis Festival, where I think Porthcawl's at its best, apparently.
Yeah?
Yeah, very much so.
And obviously, I think you're a bit of an Elvis fan, yes?
Certain quick thing going on there.
And what else would you recommend Porthcawl for?
I think it's an alternative day out. It's nice to see the seaside, and I've certainly noticed that elements of regeneration, and we're standing next to a very beautiful piece of public art. And again, when I went round the corner where we're going to do the prom in a bit after doing particularly the charity shops, I think I've given away all our secrets here. But it's nice to see it coming together, and certainly the public art makes a difference.
Okay, so running along with that theme, how do you feel then that Porthcawl could be improved?
I must confess I've got a vested interest as the organiser of Cardiff Carnival in promoting large-scale public celebration. So I'm aware, because I do have friends who live in Porthcawl, that Porthcawl Carnival exists, but perhaps with a modest amount of public investment, it could actually be something which more people locally get involved in, and equally that could perhaps be another reason to visit Porthcawl. I think when I visit Porthcawl, it's a bit like checking out the rockabilly thing at, on the island, on the fair site this afternoon. It just gives you another reason to go there, so it sort of tips the balance. You're thinking, well, should we go there or should we go there? And if there's something in Porthcawl, you think, right, let's make it a Porthcawl day.
Okay.
So I've asked you about the way that this is achieved. So generally speaking, how would you like to see Porthcawl improved overall?
Oh, I just want more facilities, I want it cleaner, I want less apathy.
Less
from the
apathy?
people, yes.
Yeah. So you think people power is the answer
Yes, I
to
do.
the way we
I
look
do.
forward? Right. So these aren't very big items to do to help a
You
town?
don't need it.
Mm-hmm.
It's all here. I was born here. Porthcawl had everything. It had the Lido, the roller skating rink. We could bring that back.
Yeah. So we'd like to go back 3 or 4 decades.
Yeah, I think I would.
Yeah.
I preferred life in black and white, actually.
So life in black and white.
Yeah.
Well, thanks very much for your time.
Pleasure.
And
so I've
as I
got
say,
your thing. I'll get onto your website.
That's okay then, and very nice to meet you.
You too.
Probably enhance the what's already here. You know, the stagecoach type drama classes thing?
Oh, yes.
I'd have more of those, and again, I would gear it towards children with learning difficulties. So it was fully inclusive as a, and advertised as such, as opposed to just something that you can just come along to, if your child's sufficiently high functioning.
For disadvantaged children?
Disadvantaged stroke, learning disabled children, because often people are more receptive to children in wheelchairs than they are for children who actually have learning difficulties. Because, do you know what I mean?
Yes.
I have 2 sons actually in that category, and I also teach at Heronsbridge.
Oh, right.
So I sort of do have some insight into how things
I'm
are.
the one who brought the American strange people here.
Who are they?
So, what's your views on the progress of Porthcawl's regeneration?
What are they doing?
Okay, what are they doing? Yeah, that's great. Yeah, that's a good answer.
Yeah, I
Do
suppose
you
for
know?
our age, no, there
I don't
isn't.
know. Maybe are they doing something with the marina? Yeah, okay.
Yeah. They are doing something. They are trying to actually do something, but I'm not sure if you know Porthcawl's regeneration has been ongoing for the last 25 years.
Yeah, I'm glad like Tesco and that's not coming here.
You're glad Tesco's not coming here? Why is that?
It'll just be too busy. It's enough for all everyone coming to Traco and Fair. I think it's bad enough as it is.
Don't you think that Porthcawl deserves a supermarket?
No.
No?
No, we got Co-op.
You've got
and
a co-op.
And Tesco's.
It takes away from the small shops again then.
Yeah.
As a past mayor, I was able to go around all the organisations and see what Porthcawl people did, and it was absolutely, truly wonderful. But coming out of Porthcawl, going to BCB, absolutely nothing. Unfortunately, it all goes to the valleys, and the valleys do need money, they do need regeneration, but they're raping Porthcawl to get it.
Okay then.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much.
Very nice to meet you.
Residents of Porthcawl are showing it is. Have you heard of Porthcawl First?
First?
Porthcawl First?
No.
It's a pressure group in Porthcawl?
No.
Okay, last question. How can Porthcawl be improved?
I think just with having more facilities to use within the area, like say, you know, I find I'd come down Porthcawl more if, you know, there was better leisure facilities here, whereas at the moment, apart from Porthcawl Hotel and the time I finish work, I can't get to those classes, and I find out with a lot of things, the classes and things like that just aren't available.
And less charity shops.
Less
they
charity
are
shops.
there,
There's too many.
but you never know about them. That's one thing I find a lot of.
Right.
There's a lot of things going on, but where do you find out about them?
Porthcawl First.
So, but like you say, this is the first you've heard of, so
Yeah.
it's just having more advertising and things, I think. So.
Okay, that's great. Thank you,
All
ladies.
right,
Thank you very much.
All right.
Ten-pin bowling? Something like that? Ice skating rink? Ice skating.
Is it you in Brian's ward?
I'm in Brian's ward.
Oh, lovely.
Nice and simple.
Right, so how often do you actually come into the town centre?
Mini cinema?
Weekly?
Oh, more
Several?
than several times.
Ideas here now.
We want one.
I'd like to go swimming, yeah.
Don't listen what he wants to do.
Do you use any of the leisure facilities in Porthcawl?
No, I can say that honestly.
Do you know how many there are?
No. There's an honest answer.
There aren't any.
And something like
Do you shop in
kids
Porthcawl?
zone?
Yes, I do a little.
Or say for example, like
Would you
climbing
recommend
wall
Porthcawl to
or-
your family or friends?
Well, yes, I've got half of Scotland turning up in
Oh, that's
about a
good.
week or so.
So, how do you feel that we could improve Porthcawl?
Do you want an honest answer?
Yes, that's what we're relying on.
Get rid of BCBC.
Oh, marvellous.
He knows my feelings, Brian.
Okay, so what leisure facilities would you like to see in Porthcawl?
Well, it would be nice to see a swimming pool that we've been fighting for 50 odd years.
Everybody said the same. So what's your views so far on the progress of the regeneration?
What regeneration?
That's fair enough.
Look at the
Question
time
mark.
factor now
What
from
regeneration?
how long ago.
If you had £50,000 of Porthcawl Town Council's money to spend in Porthcawl,
Right.
how would you spend it?
So if I gave you
Sure.
50,000
Good question.
in the morning and you say you go do something in the town, what would you do?
I think we could improve some of the facilities that we have for the disabled and for the youngsters who have nothing.
Okay, disabled facilities and facilities for youngsters, basically.
Yes, we don't have that much for them, bar for the skate park,
Yeah.
if that.
So, what are your general views about Porthcawl? Now you can really spill the beans.
Right,
like
the
doing
town
then?
is being
You know, if
killed
you
by
want to
a
come up with a
succession
day,
of local authorities.
Yeah.
It's been
Does that
butchered
include roller skating as well?
and has taken the heart out of the town. Out of Porthcawl itself.
When you say succession of local authorities, do
Say
you
if we
mean
had
the
an
fact that
area
it
at
went from the
Christmas time,
community
we
council
could have an
to
outdoor
Agua,
ice skate.
then to
Yeah.
BCBC?
Yeah.
Which one do you think was the best?
For Porthcawl,
Yeah, I don't know about that.
the original town
I'm just
council,
saying,
at least
we
they
just-
looked after the
we're
people
just
of
planning about some ideas now, but
Yes,
I'm saying all you need
BUBC.
in the
Yeah,
winter time
because
is even if
at the
it's
end of the day,
outdoor.
they knew our problems, didn't they?
Well, we've still got the same problems and nothing's been improved, has it?
Yeah. So you don't see why,
That's right.
even if we had the
So,
higher one, it comes down.
what else would you like to see in Porthcawl, or anything done and so on?
But you could actually hire a escape.
As far as litter and dog mess, I think everyone knows that anyway.
Yeah.
That could be cleaned up at the damn site more regularly.
So
And
regeneration,
get
you'd
rid
like
of
to
those
see a lot
stupid
quicker.
speed bumps on New Road.
Oh, that's a good one. A lot of people are saying exactly the same thing.
Well, it's killed the bottom end of town, hasn't it?
Oh,
Anywhere from Griffin Park roundabout down New Road is dead.
A bit back to the town.
And of course you have the what we call it, Sandy Bay Tip.
Oh, yes. That one's coming up. So what do you feel they should do with that?
Well, they could make it. They could reopen the facilities, I suppose, so that you'd have camper vans. And when I say transient, I mean people that come down on holiday with a caravan. They have nowhere to park. They could still utilise that space, which was abandoned by the authority and left there, just to create a mess.
Yeah. Oh, that's lovely. Thanks for
That's not a problem.
Okay, your views on the progress of Porthcawl's regeneration?
Well, I only drove past the pier earlier today, so I don't know how that's going. But I think regenerating the pier, regenerating that area would be great for Porthcawl. Obviously, we don't want to see I don't want to see a Tesco's like smack bang in the middle of all that. But I think the whole regenerating the pier and the dock area would be great.
You say you don't want to see a Tesco's banging, but I mean, if we had a supermarket on the outskirts, isn't that then taking away the people from Porthcawl who would come into Porthcawl?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I do understand that the some of the shops will lose out if we get a Tesco's, but don't you think it's fair that Porthcawl people should have some sort of supermarket other than the co-op who just seem to put their prices up whenever they like, and so there's no competition really in Porthcawl.
And if you're going to put it on the outskirts, I feel you're going to drive 5 minutes, you're going to drive 10 minutes.
This is exactly it.
Okay then. Your views on the progress of Porthcawl's regeneration? What's your? Are you satisfied or are you dissatisfied?
It just started, isn't it?
It's just
taken
started.
forever to do it. and-
Yeah.
What about leisure facilities in Porthcawl?
Well, there aren't a lot here, really, are there?
No.
I mean, the theatre. I mean, we support the theatre a lot, and there is always a lot going on around in the church around the
Yep.
you know, nice concerts and that, and we support them a lot. I mean, I belong to the local British Legion here, you know, and we try and organise 2 or 3 concerts a year and a party in the park thing we've had the last 2 years, and they've been well attended. But maybe we could try and generate some more things like that. I mean, they've got that lovely place down the bottom in the corner there,
Yep.
and it's not used enough.
I think the Cozy Corner we talked
Yeah,
about,
yeah,
that is going to be now developed as part of the marina development.
I think what they want to do is get some sort of concrete stage or something, a permanent sort of stage, where lads can come down with a band and get up there and have a practice or something, and entertain people.
An open mic session, yes.
Yeah,
yes.
I mean, it's ideal. I mean, and there's seats and what that people can sit there and have a picnic and listen to these bands, and it's somewhere for the young lads to practice for free,
If you had control of £50,000 of Porthcawl Town Council money, what would you like to see it spent on in Porthcawl?
A club.
A club.
Cleaning the town up.
Sorry?
Cleaning the town up.
Cleaning the town up. Okay.
Yeah, I say a club, like for my age.
How old are you?
I'm 23. There's not many good pubs we can go to, streets.
And restaurants,
It's terrible.
or even
A restaurant?
Yeah.
Right then, we're moving swiftly on. If you had control of £50,000 of Porthcawl Town Council money, what would you like to see it be spent on in Porthcawl?
Leisure facility, recreation centre.
Facility, yeah.
Doing what you're saying, if it was on the outskirts, it could be 10 minutes away, 5 minutes. It doesn't really matter.
It does make a difference. Yeah, I don't think like a Tesco's would bring people to a town. Why would they come? No, that's not an attraction.
Well, what a lot of people are saying is that people are actually going to shop in Bridgend rather than shopping in Porthcawl. Whereas you would get people from different towns, surrounding areas, come into Porthcawl, go into the supermarket, then go into the beach, as making it a day out.
Have you seen? If you've been into Bridgend Town Centre recently, I'm sure you'll agree that obviously Bridgend's got that massive shopping centre on the outskirts, which has got Tesco's, Lidl, all these big things. But then you go to Bridgend town centre and it's like a ghost town.
Well, this is it. That's the argument. Well, rather than putting it on the outskirts of Porthcawl, why not put a Tesco's or a Marks and Spencer's right in the middle of Porthcawl, and then you're keeping the people here?
I don't think it's a question of keeping them, because people would just be in shop and then out. I don't know. I know I would never see what was out and about near a shopping centre.
Okay.
I just think of a shopping centre, like the modern perception of a shopping centre now is it being a standalone, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not what's about, what's nearby.
Okay.
But I don't get where, you know, the marina, plans that are on there, how is that going to generate more money or tourism for Porthcawl? Because unless you've got a boat that you're going to plan on putting in the marina, what benefit are we going to get from it?
Porthcawl Town Council money, what would you spend it on in Porthcawl Town?
I would employ a couple of wardens to go around and make sure that the town is cleaner, that people clear up after their dogs, and generally improve the overall feel of the town, the cleanliness. It is, I think it's filthy.
Yeah.
I think it's a filthy place. And as a holiday resort, you know, I want to go somewhere that's sparkling clean. You know, I go to other holiday resorts. I go to Spain. I've got family living in Spain. You go to the holiday resorts there. There's not a piece of litter on the street. There's not a cigarette end.
Yeah.
You know.
This has been mentioned several times.
I'm sure it has, but
I went on the council place. It's over £21 for 10 bags.
To get rid of your green
To
waste.
get rid of my green waste.
And you don't have 20 bags, do you?
I've got about 6 bags already.
So this
I've
is-
got about 30 bags a year.
This is purely from what you're gardening and pruning.
Just from pruning and stuff like that.
Right.
And I don't see why I should pay £21, especially like people opposite me. They put out maybe 10 bags of ordinary stuff every year,
Right.
every week, or every other week, and I put out like maybe half flat bag, and it won't take my green waste.
So won't take your green waste. If you don't mind me asking, how much a month do you spend on council tax?
£119.
119.
Yeah.
So times that by 10, you're looking at £1,235, something like that. Right. But you would like to see a regular green waste collection?
I don't see why. Yeah, I don't see why we should have to pay £21 to buy 10 bags. I asked for a green wheelie bin, and they said no, can't have that.
Right.
In Cardiff, they get it's for free.
Yeah.
Every other week, and my brother in Durham, he gets it for free. Just
So-
kind of all in the green.
So we've got the recycling, which they've done very well at.
I don't know.
If you had control of £50,000 of Porthcawl Town Council money, what would you like to see it spent on in Porthcawl?
I don't know, £50,000 doesn't do a lot of things.
It doesn't do a lot of things, and I know we go in small here, but the town council budget isn't that big either.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's about the chunk of money they get to use on one specific thing. So if you had control of that, what would you do with it?
Well, obviously playing football, I know the facilities at Loch Lane have been improved, but I think a clubhouse for the Porthcawl town would be great, because it brings back a sense of community, and like everyone, obviously the rugby club's got the rugby club where they all hang out after the games. With Porthcawl town now, if they play a game, they have to all go to a pub, and you lose players, you lose things. You want the sense of community around the club.
Okay.
By that I mean it could be Griffin Park, bowls, etc.
No one again go to Griffin Park without grandchildren.
Okay. But for your grandkids, very limited.
Yes.
Okay then, if you had control of £50,000 of Porthcawl Town Council money, what would you like to spend it on? If you had to spend it on something in Porthcawl, what would you spend that money on?
I think I'd go through the main town itself, like through John Street, and just give it a bit of a facelift and things, make it look a bit nicer, maybe just do some things like that with it.
Lick of paint?
Yes.
Flowers?
Yeah, a bit of paint, a bit of flowers.
I think I'd just, maybe put a leisure centre in, just
A leisure centre, a very small leisure centre for £50,000.
Yeah.
I
Put
like.
something else in, like.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Have you ever heard of Porthcawl First?
No.
You've not.
And that recreational centre, I mean, it isn't really out of zone, is it? I mean, plenty of smaller in the valleys have got that facility. It's not everybody quotes. They want to make it the jewel in the crown. Instead of taking things out, they want to put some more in.
So that's private people that have taken money out as well.
Oh yes, I mean we're all, you know, we bought tickets years ago. I won't bore people with that because I mean it is boring now. Everybody in a meeting gets up and says, "What about the pool?" Gone. Let's look for today.
Concentrate for the future.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
yes.
Well, very nice to
and
meet
it's
you.
a wonderful place to live.
It is fantastic.
You go down Newton with the dogs and it's absolutely wonderful. So they're not pouring it into a rubbish place, are they?
So we've got an area of outstanding beauty.
Absolutely.
And it
Let's
needs
make
some-
the most of it.
It needs some TLC,
Yes.
that's what you're saying. Thank you for your time.
Bye-bye.
Obviously, you've been down here a few times. Have you seen any progress on the regeneration of Porthcawl?
As I say, the public art is significant, and I think it's well designed, and I haven't seen it vandalised, and there's more than when I came here a year ago, so I think that's entirely positive. You know, the idea that every high street looks identical and has the same shops in, which Porthcawl's doing a pretty good job of resisting actually, is very important.
I've got to ask you a few questions, and it concerns our town.
Oh yeah, our town.
Our town.
Yeah.
So, do you live in Porthcawl?
Yes.
Yeah.
How often do you come down John Street?
Nearly every day.
Nearly every day?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you use any of our leisure facilities in the town?
What?
Like
Where
the
are they?
The pavilion? Do you go
Yes.
to any shows? So we
Yes.
have got a...
Occasionally,
yeah, we'll go down.
Is that in our control now? I say our control, Porthcawl's control now, rather than Bridge End Borough Council?
Still under Bridge End Borough.
Because the rates are the thing that kills them, aren't they? I mean,
These rates down here are unbelievable. Business rates and actual rentage is unbelievable. No, they're out of our control at the moment. But as I say, if we can still, if the independents can get control of Porthcawl Town Council, we'll have a bigger say in Bridge End, rather than just leave the Labour ones down here saying nothing.
Holding hands.
That's it, and that's it. That's exactly what they're doing. And holding hands with their fathers in Bridge End. And even the Conservatives are holding hands with them. So it's only like we're doing this now, independents do this because we want to find out what's going on.
Yeah, we've got to break this, it's claustrophobic. The fact that they're all voting party political in the town council. And it's about them and us across the chamber. And it's not getting anything done. If Labour had come up with an idea, the Conservatives want to batter it down just because Labour suggested it.
And vice
not
versa.
because it's good or bad. And it's just ridiculous. It's about point scoring.
And this is what we want to stop.
You should not have politics in local government. No. And you know, I was speaking to an Australian, funny enough, who was here this morning, and he said, "Oh, you know, you don't want to interview me. I'm from Australia." I said, "More point to interview you then, because we can get your perspective on this town as you see it from fresh eyes." And I was talking to him about council and politics, and he said, "Oh no, we won't have that. There is no politics in local government in their townships. They will not have it." And the Aussies are very blinkered, you know. Once they make their mind up about things, you know, you don't change them, do you? And it's quite right. You know, it's the death knell, really.
But don't you find that is a reflection that the only people, the majority of people who go in to be councillors are from a political party? You know, they say, you know, they join the party and they say, look, we need councillors, go along.
There's three parties in Porthcawl,
yeah.
and that's why we're trying to break them down, because actually, nationally, we of Porthcawl First vote differently. And we respect each other's views. But when it comes to Porthcawl, we've got to decide what is right and best for Porthcawl. You know, and that doesn't mean Conservative, Labour, Lib.
Do you recommend Porthcawl to your friends and your family?
Yes.
Yeah.
Family
And
just
this
be.
might be a long one here. How do you feel that Porthcawl could be improved?
Oh, how long have you got?
Right, carry on then.
First of all, sports centre.
Sports centre.
Swimming pool.
Swimming pool. Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you put a supermarket in the town, the argument is that you're generating footfall. If you put it outside the town, the argument is that you're moving people away from the town. So, I mean, you can't sort of win. I mean, you've been from Cardiff. What was your take on that?
Oof, I think the Cardiff's answer may not be the answer, which is, of course, it's pumped. The whole of Cardiff city centre is now slewed towards St David's too, which is, Wales's temple to mammon and commercialism and the rest of it. And the poor old independent arcade shop owners are really having a tough time of it and may not see it through a double dip or whatever. So I think anything that allows Porthcawl to be differentiated has got to be a good thing. If it starts looking like every other high street in every other Welsh town, in every other UK town, then I think that is the dilemma. So when I look around now, I see interesting one-off shops, some with wittier names than others. I haven't been to Cheeky Chili's yet, but so I think for me it's about differentiation. The danger is, I suppose, the location of the supermarket is absolutely vital, but the fact that supermarkets coming to town at all is a bit of a warning sign for local traders.
Okay. Have you ever heard of a group called Porthcawl First?
I haven't.
You haven't?
But are you on Facebook?
We are on Facebook.
I promise to go back and become your friend.
Very, very good of you, sir. I shall, in a moment, give you a leaflet.
What lessons would you like to see then? So it's sports, it's an indoor legend.
Yeah, a proper place where they can, the old people and the youngsters can go together.
How can Porthcawl be improved?
By starting regeneration.
Starting regeneration.
And doing something about it.
And a general clean-up, really. So it's
yes, yeah. And you've only got to look at the place from the high tide over to the oh, it's terrible. I think they were trying to work that. They got plenty of money for it. They didn't, did they?
No. And it's going to get less now.
Of course they are, yeah.
And where about you two ladies from?
I'm from Killian, near Newport.
Okay.
I'm from St Julian's, Newport.
Newport. Okay. How often do you visit Porthcawl, ladies?
Not very often, no.
I do.
Yeah?
We go down to Restby quite a bit.
Okay.
Throughout the summer.
So would you say monthly, weekly, annually?
When my daughter offers us to bring us down.
I thought you were sisters.
Monthly. No, every couple of months, say.
Monthly,
yeah.
A couple of months, is it?
Yeah.
Sisters. My God.
Do you use any of the leisure facilities in Porthcawl?
I go down to the beach and surfing and bodyboarding, but that's about it.
Did you know of any leisure facilities in Porthcawl?
No.
A good answer.
Is there any?
No.
Perhaps that's why I don't know.
So, do you shop in Porthcawl?
Yes.
Yeah? And how do you find the shops?
Nice, very nice.
Yeah?
Yeah. Nice.
Different to...
Nice little town.
When we used to come, when she was a little girl, we used to come down then.
But no, now they mean,
But it's opening up,
Yeah,
what would you say the differences are from, 5 years ago when she was a little girl?
Thank you.
It's catching up with time. All this, it's lovely.
Yeah?
Yes, it's beautiful.
Okay. So would you recommend Porthcawl to your friends and family?
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
You would, yeah?
Yeah. It's a lovely little place, and the people are lovely down here.
There are some lovely people around here. There's one guy called Steve Maitland-Thomas you want to keep your eyes on. He's more lovely than all of them.
That's you, is it? Yeah. I was looking at you.
Oh yeah, a lot of the girls look at him. A lot of the girls do look at him.
So that's fair. I think.
Yeah.
No, we've stayed. My husband and I stayed down a couple of times actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you come to Porthcawl, do you actually stay for the day, or do you stay over for a
we
weekend?
We stayed over for the night a couple of times.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, during the war. Yes.
Yeah, during the war. And you came before you moved here.
I was working here.
You was working here.
I was a hairdresser.
Do you mind if I ask what year that was?
Oh God. I'm
1960 something?
In my 20s. I'm 81 now.
Right.
So in my 20s.
Right, so that would have been in the 50s?
50s, yes.
Yeah. 50s. So in terms of what Porthcawl was like then,
it was different. It was full of life.
There was plenty going on.
Oh, the pavilion was a haven of pleasure because there were dances there Wednesday and Saturday. They came from Neath, Portalford, Bridgend, all the valleys, and we had marvellous time.
So over the years now, you've seen it.
Oh, it's declined.
Yeah.
There is nothing for the
Nothing for the young
teenagers. There's nothing here.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. So we have to go somewhere else then
That's
Yeah.
right.
to actually entertain ourselves, and you think it should be?
It should be here. It should be here.
They've taken all our money. You see, Bridgend is having lots done, but it's our money they've taken.
He's inviting us to stay by the look of it.
Okay, yeah. Back to the question. How do you feel Porthcawl could be improved?
Well, I wouldn't like to say there because I don't live here.
Well-
I wouldn't criticise it. I think it's quite lovely.
You like it the way it is?
Yes,
Well, I think
Takes
the,
me back in time.
the development with the fair, and it could be changed around a bit now as things move on.
Okay.
I think the fair that area needs to be updated.
He said, how can we improve Porthcawl? I said, all women should wear stockings and suspenders.
I agree. So you'll be out to the Elvis Festival?
Oh, yes.
I won't be.
I'll have mine on.
Okay, this question is usually for Porthcawl residents, but I'll ask you anyway. If you had £50,000 of Porthcawl Town Council money to spend on Porthcawl, what would you spend it on?
Well, from the children's point of view, possibly like an indoor pool and a leisure centre.
Sports facilities.
And
I'd
sports
say, yeah.
facilities, especially with the
exactly what I was
Olympics, encouraging all the
after
children.
the Olympics, I think that's what
Yeah.
would be before.
Have you heard of a website called Porthcawl First?
No.
This is who we are. We're a residents group called Porthcawl First. We'll give you a leaflet when you go, so you can have a look. We're trying to improve Porthcawl. We're trying to improve the facilities, and we're trying to get some say in our regeneration because we seem to be bamboozled by the powers that be at Bridgend County Borough Council. So if you'd like to take a look, obviously you're on the web, on the net,
website, yeah.
I mean, if you could go on and take a look at Porthcawl First, if you like to what we sort of stand
Make
for.
some comments.
Yeah, and if you'd like to join and make some comments, it's great to have tourists as well as residents as members, and especially like yourselves, not so much tourists, who come down and you like the facilities here, you enjoy the
facilities. You've got a website.
We have got a website as well, and there's a link off
What's
the
it
Facebook
called?
page. It's called porthcawlfirst.co.uk.
Okay.
On here, you can.
It's already on
It's
there,
all
is it?
on here, yeah. It's Porthcawl First on Facebook, or there's our website there.
Okay then. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's great, and great to know that you're enjoying your time in Porthcawl. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you.
Brilliant.
My family.
Yeah.
On a more serious note, how do you think we could improve things here?
Do you know? You can't control the weather, which is a pity.
So where the facilities might be an option?
I suppose. Yes. I think perhaps they should drop the rates on some of the shops in the high street, so that we can have more decent shops instead of charity shops. Although I spend most of my time in the charity shops. I'm trying to be sensible here.
More diversity. You're trying very hard to be sensible, Derek. It's working well. I can feel the heat coming off that paint from you.
I'm not very sensible, really, am I?
No, that's good. That's good.
Well, I haven't said anything. You've written all those.
I
I've never
knocked
used
down
the word.
Jenny's buildings. I totally disagree with that.
I never. You disagree with it?
I totally disagree with it, but a pathetic attempt at marina, but better than nothing.
Yeah.
All women should wear stocky suspenders.
Yeah.
Where the facilities, drop the rates on shops so we can have more diversity. I've written down everything you said, mate. I've just paraphrased it.
I didn't say diversity.
I said diversity. That's what you were trying at. How would you describe it then? Drop the rates so we can have more than charity shops, isn't it?
Yes, because charity shops don't pay rates, I don't think, do they?
I think they reduce, I'm not sure.
Reduced, okay. And they should relax the planning at 59 Fenton Place. Because I'm going to knock the building down soon.
59 Fenton Place. You're going to be like
good thing for the town.
Wait and see.
Wait,
Yes.
Well, I'd say it's anything to do with Porthcawl is going to be good.
Yeah.
Anything.
Anything at all.
Any improvements in the place,
Yeah.
because the place is decrepit.
Yeah.
The survey was organised by Porthcawl First, an internet website group set up to end some of the stagnation of this town. What we found today in talking to over 200 people, the vast majority don't know about the regeneration. A lot of them would like to see improved wet weather facilities, a swimming pool and leisure centre have been top of the list. We will let you know what happens with this. It will go onto YouTube and we'll have a look if we can get it onto the national media.